Hi, my name's Alicia and welcome to Alicia's Artful Fancies. The inspiration for starting this channel was I always get asked, how did I do that? As if it's some, I don't know, a mystery technique, talent, I don't know. But here I am fulfilling someone's wishes because of that question. What also somewhat inspired this is I sat down and started getting into my art practice again and found I am thoroughly enjoying it, and some pieces have come out better than I expected. Humble brag maybe? I don't know. For instance, this piece just over here of Kate, I'll put in some imagery now. This is a painting I chose to do purely based on the fact that Kate, and I can't remember her real name, Ashley? I really need to go check that. I'll put it on the screen somewhere, I'm so sorry. But that actress, I don't know, there's something about her that sort of truly captured my attention and inspired me to pick up the paint. Not just, I'd sort of wanting to do a portrait of her for a little while, and then I was going through my boxes and what I had, and I actually had some emulsion wall paint from a DIY Barbie van renovation, which, stick around, that could be coming, that I'd bought for that a good couple of years ago, and even then I think it may have been on sale. And just that purple colour, the purple colour, the deep purple that you can see, I saw this paint and it just clicked that it was such a Kate Sharma colour, because she's always presented in these dark jewel colours, and I absolutely loved that, and I just thought, oh, it's so her. So yeah, after having a play around with this experimental kind of abstract piece, images, I decided I wanted to try and use this paint to create this background for Kate, and just sort of this experimental background, and then to try and paint her on top. It's kind of by accident why the actual portrait itself ended up being in black and white. Part of that is that colour is not my forte. I am not the best with colour, which is why these abstract backgrounds are quite a push for me to do something different. Whereas, yeah, the black and white feels more my safe space. I've always been better and more focused in pencil and charcoals and just black and white in general. I'll also be more than honest, I have done very few paintings in my time. I think one of my first proper paintings, you know, we're talking truly giving painting a go, not just, I don't know, painting paper mache or whatever in your younger school years. Truly giving painting as painting a shot on a canvas and that sort of thing. I actually really only did for the first time in my AS level, and my parents actually have that that painting. I don't know if it's hung in their house at the moment. It was hung in their work office for the longest time because they requested it when I finished my AS levels. Again, some images here. That was my first painting. Again, humble brag. And then I played around with paint a little bit in my AS levels from there, and actually enjoyed it enough that I did an oil painting as my final piece for my AS levels. Not that I was too good with the time management side of things, so that didn't actually get finished for the exam, which probably did not help my grade, but different story altogether. And yeah, since then I can't say that I've really done any paintings. So yeah, again, humble brag, it's the first time I've really picked up a paintbrush and properly tried to paint in a long time. So I was very, very happy with how my Kate Sharma portrait ended up coming out. Is it a perfect spitting image of her? No. Does it capture her essence and enough of her features that you know who it is? I like to think so. Feel free to tell me otherwise. But I was, and still am, you can slay it all you want, I'm very happy with that particular painting. And yeah, it's part of the inspiration for being here. Another piece that I've done very recently that's pushed me down this road a little more is playing around with this particular is playing around with a charcoal piece that I decided to do that was very much a inspiration from listening to some music, actually. I say about music. Yeah, I found a new artist on YouTube Shorts called Livingston. If you haven't listened to his music, please go check him out. His music is amazing and just hits a space in me somewhere that makes me feel so creative and want to do so many things. So let's see if I've got it, shall we? It's actually up here, hidden just off of camera. 1 second. Oh, phone's going. Don't know if you... There we go. Can you see it? I will put in some images that can actually be seen a bit better. That is a charcoal piece that I just chose to do randomly after listening to some music. You know, the image, not the image as a whole, but yeah, you just kind of sometimes get clicks of inspiration. You have to take them when they're given to you, no matter how small they are, and run with them. It's how it grows. So yeah, and that was actually before the Kate painting. So yeah, things are definitely clicking into place creatively for me recently. So I'm gonna follow that, and you can follow it with me if you wish. Please do. I'm going to just follow my artistic flow. People say you're never too old to start something or push towards a new career, or all the many different cliches that they want to push your direction. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow that advice and go with it. If you have any suggestions or anything you would like to see me paint or draw or sketch, please feel free to leave it in the comments. I will again see what I can do for you. I haven't scripted this or broken it down as to what I wanted to cover, so I'm really hoping that this just isn't a ramble, that it's something that you want to hear or wouldn't mind knowing. I'm also really hoping, because I can't see it, that this has been recording the whole time. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for being here, and I hope to see you soon. This may be a bit early in the day to be putting this out there, but you don't know unless you ask. If you've seen something that you like and would like to discuss a commission, please feel free to contact me either in the comments below, or there is an email address in the description box. Bloody phone.